Okay, Alfasud Restoration, whatever you want to call it, video diary number 3. Okay, let's start with the bodywork. I have removed as much stuff from the inside of the car. There was a lot of stuff in there. I removed as much as possible to try and so I can get at things. I have had a bit of an experimental clean up of the engine bay, and I found that the paint isn't bad. So I think rather than just try and paint everything, let's try and clean up what's there, keep it as original as possible. It's preferable, I think, if you can do that. It looks a lot worse than it is, so cleaning up is a good thing to do. Having removed the fuel tank from the car, I'm about to remove the fuel filler pipe from there. You can see, if I go around the other side, there is a crack in the wheel arch. You can see where it's got like the black round it. There's a crack that goes through. Bit of rusting that needs to be dealt with. So that's the last very bad bit, or the last bad bit of the body. Most of it's just a bit of titivation. Yeah, I've removed quite a lot of ancillaries from the car, like fuel tank, and I've been madly cleaning up. There's a cross member there at the front, cleaning things up, derusting them, getting ready to go back in the car. I'm awaiting some paint which is out of stock, so I can't do much more on there. There's the gearbox fully painted and ready to go back in. Calipers cleaned up, they need a new seal kit putting in, but I cleaned and painted them, and the starter motor as well. There's the old carbs off the old 1350 engine. Talking about the 1350 engine, going back round, took the heads off. The engine's on its side at the minute, that's why you can only see 2 pistons. So that's one side of it, but the bores were worn. There was a slight step in them. Not the end of the world. This engine ran and it produced good power, but it had a slight tendency to smoke, and I suspect that it was down to worn bores, or worn valve steel, valve guides, and I inquired after getting a reboard, new pistons, etc, etc, and it was going to be quite a lot of money actually. It'd be about 300 quid for the rebore and pistons, give or take. Then you need to regrind the crank and gasket set and a lot of mucking about, rebuild the heads. And I came across this, which is a 1500cc engine that's been fully rebuilt fairly recently. It came out of a car that was rusty, and I paid £300 for that, as you see it there. So it needs a bit of a well, move that, that's nothing to do with it. And these straps are kind of in the way a bit, but the engine is has been painted in a way that I don't particularly like, but I'm going to deal with that. And it's cut down a lot of work, so that would be the powertrain sorted out. I need to clean up the lot of ancillaries from the 1350 engine and bolt them onto here, but that'll be a pleasure. There's more components, suspension arms that have been cleaned up, ready for paint. And so it goes on. My philosophy has been to try and clean up stuff as it comes off the car, so that it's ready, you know, and waiting to go back on. It also enables you to plan. Otherwise you've got a huge, you know, you do the bodywork and then you've got a huge uphill struggle to deal with all the ancillaries. And there's a lot of work goes into this. It's more than you think. So this is my way of doing it. If anyone's got a better idea, then I'd love to hear it. But you know, take the parts off the car, clean them up, paint them, plate them, whatever, refurb them, so that they're ready to go straight back on when you've done the other work. And I think it just makes it an easier journey. Right, that's where we are at the minute. And we'll do another one of these videos and I've got a bit more to show you. Thanks for watching.